What's up? This is Michael Rapaport. You are now listening to the I Am Rapaport stereo podcast. On today's episode, reporters are harassing my guy, Bobby De Niro, while he's going through divorce court in New York City. I plead, I beg, I scream, leave Bobby D alone. The NBA trade deadline was wacky, it was crazy, and it is over. We break it down, and I have not only a bunch of sick fucks of the week to share with you, but we have a new, reimagined sick fuck of the week theme song. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. All that and more on a bone-breaking, spine-chilling, brand new I Am Rapaport stereo podcast coming up next. Miles, Jordan, give me something real nice, something real proper, but most importantly, oh yeah, something real funky. Let's go. All right. Brand new I Am Rapaport stereo podcast here. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. Mr. White Folks, a.k.a. the White Chocolatito, a.k.a. your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. And this is the I Am Rapaport stereo podcast. First of all, the other day was Jay Dilla's birthday. It's what would have been the great, legendary, iconic producer Jay Dilla's 45th birthday. And you know, man, this guy, when you go through the songs that he produced, the beats that he made, the beats that he made that weren't put into songs, and just this body of work with Slum Village, with, you know, by himself, with Tribe, with Busta Rhymes, with Q-Tip, with Pharcyde, with Guru, with Erykah Badu. I mean, Jay Dilla, if you're not familiar with his music, just download it on any whatever you listen to. I found this crazy playlist, Jay Dilla playlist on Spotify that's dope. It's called Micro Chopping Jay Dilla. It's micro-chopping Jay Dilla. For you new jacks that aren't that familiar, or for the fans that want to just get a good playlist. There's so much music. He did so much, and it's all dope. It's funky, soulful, so soulful. It's a good playlist. I didn't put it out there, but I'm gonna make it so it's public on my thing too. It's some guy named, I don't know what this fucking guy's name, it doesn't matter, but it's a dope playlist. I'm gonna put it out on my Spotify account, which is just my name, Michael Rapaport. But happy birthday to the great Jay Dilla, and appreciate his music and everything. 45, he would have been 45. He died, I believe it was 13 years ago. And that was a big loss in music and in hip hop. So I wanted to give him a shout out. And Miles, I'll give you a taster's choice. You could rock a little Jay Dilla as we go into the next little segment here. But you are now listening to the sounds of the great Jay Dilla. New York City, photographers, TMZ, scavengers, cocksuckers, slime balls, little worms, little fucking deformed rats. I wouldn't even call you rats. I call you deformed rats, little fucks. All of yous. Okay? Bob De Niro, Bobby D, is going through a divorce in New York City. Bob De Niro is getting divorced. Bobby D is 75 years old. Okay? He's going through a divorce. There's footage of an American treasure, the quintessential New Yorker, being hounded and harassed after leaving divorce court. Okay? These fucking vultures. They got my man. First of all, Bob, you know what? Bob's driver had him out there. If you look at the footage of Bobby D out there, his driver wasn't there. So Bob called his driver, and he was screaming on his driver, and he's covering his face with the newspapers. He looked crazy. None of this should have happened. The reporter should leave this guy alone. This is Robert De Niro in New York City. You're taking pictures of him while he's leaving. I've been in divorce court. It's fucking miserable. We know how shy this guy is. We know how private he is. We know everything he's done for New York City. This is like 5-10 blocks from Tribeca. He built Tribeca. He made Tribeca. And you follow him and harass him and videotape him into his car on what has to be one of the most embarrassing, painful days of his life. He's got $300 million that's getting fucking split up. You leave fucking Bobby alone. Where the fuck is the driver? Why the fuck aren't you outside? Leave this fucking guy alone. I'll break your fucking camera over my fucking knee. Seeing that made me sick. Seriously made me sick. Let this fucking guy live. It's fucking Bob De Niro. He ain't no DC Marvel picture young actor. Let him be, man. So the much ado about nothing. Well, I don't want to say much ado about nothing. The NBA trade deadline is done. And it actually was a very, 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 very active. I think it was the second most active trade deadline in the history of the NBA. I don't know what the number is. Listen, if you don't listen to the I AM Rapaport Stereo podcast, you never listened before, this is a non-fact-checking entity. And the last thing we're going to do is fact-check the amount of trades that didn't happen. We've documented the Kristaps Porzingis trade in detail, and that was the biggest trade. Really, that was the biggest trade. That was the biggest blockbuster trade. That was the biggest name. There was no Laker trades. You got nothing. You didn't get Anthony Davis. You caused a fucking circus between LaVar and LeBron. You caused a fucking circus. And if you're not a premium I AM Rapaport Stereo podcast listener, you might be saying to yourself, you got to go in on LaVar. You got to go in on LeBron, Mike Rapp. And I say, I did that yesterday. I did that yesterday in premium, in prime time. For about 30 minutes, I hit them both. Okay? I don't repeat myself. Download the I AM Rapaport Stereo Podcast app, where you get all your apps. I AM Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Sign up for premium now. It's $2.99 a month. Blood, guts, and glory podcasting, emergency videos. It's all there. The best of the best of the best, all access, everything. Plus, you get that premium prime time. So I'm not going to go into what I went into on the last premium episode, but we covered all like the craziness with the blackface. I don't know what the obsession with the blackface is down in Virginia. They tried to disrespect Curtis Blow. We're not covering that. This isn't a review of premium primetime podcasting. This is a brand new I AM Rapaport Stereo podcast. But get the I AM Rapaport Stereo podcast app and download the app and become a premium subscriber. It's $2.99 a fucking month. Okay? It's a fucking well-oiled, high-end, professional operation we're doing here. Okay? You hear the sound quality. You hear the music. I told you later on in the show, we have a revamped, reimagined Sick Fuck of the Week theme song. We always play that funk, that fight. Right now. Give me something right now, Miles. Right there. See, you hear that? Let me rock over this. You hear that funk? This is all part of the chemistry, okay? The think tank that goes into an episode. I say, give me that shit. Miles gives me that shit. Now cut it off, Miles. Okay, now, Miles, give me some more shit. Give me something different. See? That's more shit. That's more funk. Okay? You get all that. On every single I Am Rapaport stereo podcast, you get all that in prime time. Okay? Download the app. I Am Rapaport stereo podcast. I'm not going to go into it again. I Am Rapaport stereo podcast app, $2.99 a month. It's well worth the time, the effort, and the $2.99. You can't even buy baby wipes for $2.99. Now, I'm going to get to the NBA trade deadline and all that stuff, and LeBron and all that stuff. But let me tell you something. When I am using the toilet, I always finish it up with baby wipes. Okay? Now, I don't flush the baby wipes because that's not good for the environment. Okay? That's not good for the environment. Those baby wipes, they get thrown out into the oceans. They're fucking up the environment. Okay? Watch Planet Blue season 2, or is it Blue Planet season 2 on Netflix? It's fantastic. You'll learn all about it. Okay? Open your fucking mind up. Okay? You can't just watch sick fuck of the week documentaries like Abducted in Plain Sight. Okay? You can't watch that at night, as far as I'm concerned. That documentary is for daytime viewing, and you should watch it with a group of people. Otherwise, it'll spook you. And spook you to your core. I don't know how we got on this subject, but we're bringing it back. The NBA trade deadline. No trades for the Lakers. LaVar Ball was on Undisputed yesterday talking crazy. Talking straight dumb on the yard. Yo, this motherfucker was on Undisputed. I don't understand why Skip and Shannon don't like, yo, Duke, what are you talking about, Duke? He said to Shannon Sharp's face, Lonzo Ball, my son, is better than LeBron. I've been like, yo, cut. Yo, I know it's live TV, cut. We got to kick this motherfucker off. We're supposed to be a credible television sports debate show. Yo, my man, you got to go. He'd been like, what? Like, yo, Duke, get the fuck up out of here, money. That's what Shannon should have said. That's his favorite dude, and Shannon didn't go buck wild. Like, he questioned him, but I was like, yo, my man, you got to go. You out. Cut. He also is trying to get the second son, Jello, who didn't even get a tryout. Duke, yo, homeboy tried out for all the NBA teams. He didn't get on a roster. Last year at draft time, he auditioned for a bunch of teams. They all passed on him. My man is still talking about getting his 3 sons to play on the same team in the NBA. Yo, I said the other day, LaVar Ball, yo, I'm looking for a personal assistant. Tell your son to holler at me, Duke. He ain't playing in the NBA. All hoop dreams don't come true. All right, now I'll start him off as an intern. Gets paid nothing. Jello Ball, if you listen to this, homie, yo, hit me up. You come intern for me. Come intern at the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. You're not playing in the league. Or go over to Bulgaria or Yugoslavia or something like that, because your level of basketball is like that. You're not playing in the league. And the fucked up thing is 99.9% of it is because of your pops. That's why you're not even getting an opportunity, because this motherfucker's just straight obnoxious. Okay, so the Lakers got nothing. Anthony Davis, who said he wants to be traded, has to finish out the rest of the season with the New Orleans Pelicans. #awkward. Okay, the team that got the best out of the NBA trade deadline is the Toronto Raptors. They got Marc Gasol, who's obviously not the same Marc Gasol he was a few years ago, but I think a new location, a new team, especially a team that's playing very well, like the Raptors, is going to revitalize him. They won't need him to do that much. He's big. We know what Marc Gasol can do. He's big. He pass. You know, he's Marc Gasol. He needs no introduction. The 76ers got fucking Boban, Lurch, the big galoot, 7'3" of just fucking weirdness. That's got to suck for him. I mean, every time he moves, like, it's got to be like a whole thing, like with his clothes and what does he sleep on, and like imagine like his bed game. Like I can't even imagine my man Boban. They got Tobias Harris, who's, the 76ers are going to be a major league problem with Tobias Harris. They got rid of Markelle Fultz and his weird braids. Fultz, you going to Orlando. They also got Jonathan Simmons from Orlando. Fultz, cut them bullshit braids. They don't look good on you, man. Start fresh. Start with a bald head and then figure it out from there. I want to see you do well. It's been a mess since you started in the NBA, okay? It's been a mess. Everybody knows it. I don't know if you got a shoulder injury, or you got the oops, or the whoops, or whatever the fuck you got. But, you're down there at Disneyland. Get yourself together and start anew with the bald head. Because I never liked those dangly braids on you. They don't look good. And I'm no fashion expert, but them shits do not look good. Listen, I don't want to go over all the trades. I will say this, though. The sleeper trade of the season is Iman Shumpert to the Houston Rockets. That's right. Iman Shumpert to the Houston Rockets. You're like, what? He ain't shit. I'm going to tell you why. Iman Shumpert has always did a good job guarding Steph Curry, especially in short spurts. He likes to play defense. He's tall. He's long. He's got a long wingspan. No Bruno. And if the Rockets play the Warriors in the playoffs, there will be times where Iman Shumpert's only job is to slow, bump, and grind it out with Steph Curry. Mark my fucking words. I am telling you. That's why they got him. He's always giving Steph. Listen, you can't stop Steph Curry. But Iman Shumpert is traditionally a good defensive player. And that's the reason why they brought him in. For those times when he's going to be on the floor harassing Steph Curry. Mark my fucking words. When Marv Albert and Mike Breen and Chris Webber and all them are saying, oh yeah, Iman Shumpert is doing a good job on Steph Curry in game 2 of the Western Conference. You heard it here. Okay? Replay this shit. Put this in the little files, Miles and Jordan. Okay? I'm telling you, that's a sleeper trade. But we're heading into All-Star. Next weekend is All-Star. They had the All-Star game draft, blah, 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 blah. Like this week of LeBron and last week of Porzingis and these last couple of days of LaVar, I'm just like, I need a fucking All-Star break. Seriously, I need to go to an island somewhere. Like the players who aren't playing in the All-Star game, like they usually go away. Like a lot of them, they go to Turks and Caicos or they go to the Bahamas. They just, Mexico, they get I need one from the NBA. So over it, all the whining and complaining and trading me here and trading me there. And everybody's like, yeah, this just goes to show that NBA is a business. Duh! I don't know. Did you not know that? Did you think you were playing pickup at the YMCA? All these fucking NBA players going, yo, this just goes to show, this is just a business. You're getting paid millions of fucking dollars. Yes, it's a business. That's that millennial bullshit. You didn't know it was a business? You're just finding out it was a business? It was cool when you were just making the money and you weren't on the trading block. Then it was fine. Then it wasn't a business. Then you just love it. But then when you get traded or threaten to be traded or Harrison Barnes gets traded mid-game, which, by the way, he knew that could possibly happen, and LeBron Blames tried to make it seem like it was something other than that. Yo, it's a business. Yes, it's a fucking business. Just like working at fucking in the subway's a business. Anything you get paid for is a business. This is big business, Duke. This isn't just, I'm realizing it's a business. You should realize it's big business, you dumb fuck. And this is just going out to any NBA player, any professional athlete that's complaining about this shit. You're not shooting around casually at the basketball court. Yeah, I realize now. Yo, this ain't like when I was growing up. No, fucker. You just bought a fucking $4 million house. Because you're a professional basketball player. And your contract is owned by your professional basketball player team. Okay, and there's an owner of that team. Because that owner is a great businessman. And you could start talking all this bullshit about, they own us, they control us. That's any job. I don't get these athletes talking about, I'm just tripping what I'm learning. What did you think you were doing, motherfucker? There's other businesses that you could do. You could be a short order cook in a diner somewhere. Yeah. For $9.99 a fucking hour. Those guys have no confusion that it's a business. Working $9.99 an hour in a diner. Or being a fucking gardener somewhere. Or a construction worker in a union. That's a business also. You could do that too. The fuck did you think it was? Whiny ass motherfuckers. Like sensitive ass social media fucking millennial fucking babies. It's a business.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.
All right, I know a lot of you out there wear contact lenses. If you wear contact lenses and find yourself dreading that annual appointment to renew your prescription, then you're going to love Simple Contacts. It's a great new company that makes this annoying process very, very simple. Trust me, my wife just used it and she was happy. Simple Contacts lets you renew your expired contact lens prescription and reorder your brand of lenses from your phone or computer in minutes. It's cheap, it's fast, it's simple. Simple Contacts brings the doctor's office to wherever you are, whenever you need it. You can take the Simple Contacts vision test online in 5 minutes. A real doctor reviews it, and if your vision hasn't changed, renew your prescription ASAP. You save time, you save money, and you save yourself the headache of having to make an appointment and go see the doctor. And if you already have an unexpired prescription, just upload a photo of it and your doctor's info and order your lenses in minutes for a great price. They do all the hard, annoying work for you. This is vision care for the 21st century. Go to simplecontacts.com/rap. That's simplecontacts.com/rap. Get $20 off your contacts. Do not forget to use the promo code RAP, R-A-P. That's simplecontacts.com/rap. Use the promo code RAP to save $20. Give it a try and thank me later. You know what else is a business? Weed. Yeah. We went there in Vegas. Me and the shooter went to MedMen. We went back the other day. They got a lot of shit in MedMen. I don't know where they have all these stores, but I told you, it's like the Apple store of weed. You go in there. MedMen. You go into these fucking places and it's out there. It's out there. I'm telling you, it's literally, they have it set up like an Apple store. All the weeds are laid out. All the hashes are laid out. All the vaporizers are laid out. Everything's laid out. The candies, they explain it. They got like people that are like geniuses. And those people in MedMen, they actually know their shit, unlike those fucking fake, phony, fugazi geniuses in the Apple store. Like, hold on. Hold on. And then you're Googling why my phone is broken. The MedMen people, they know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I got some stuff to help me sleep, and it's good. But I don't know where they have these stores. I know they have one in Vegas. I think they have one in all the legalized cities. You walk in there, I'm telling you, it's bugged out. There's one in LA on Robertson. Speaking of LA, speaking of California, it's getting real. I hope there's fans of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast in Oxnard and in Ontario, California, because March 14th, I am going to be performing in Oxnard, stand-up comedy at a place called Levity Live. Thursday, March 14th at Levity Live, I am doing stand-up. I don't have the link. Look it up. If you're out there, come fuck with me. I'm going to tear this shit up. All right? And then Thursday, March 21st in Ontario, California. Thursday, March 21st in Ontario at the Improv in Ontario. Going to tear that shit up, okay? Thursday, March 14th in Oxnard at Levity Live. Thursday, March 21st at the Ontario Improv, the Improv. I'm going in there to rip that shit down. So if there's anybody out there who wants to come see the show, I don't have the link. I can't tell it to you, but it's Levity Live on the 14th and the Improv in Oxnard on the 21st. I would love to have some fans, some people in the place. And you know what else I'm doing? And I'm hyped. And I have to give a shout out to Wendy Willams. I have to give a shout out to Wendy Willams because she made this happen. Okay? Wendy Willams is taking a little time off from the Wendy Willams Show. Okay? While she's taking her time off, there will be guest hosts. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know where I'm going with this. Next week. Oh, yeah. In New York. Oh, yeah. February 13th. Okay, I know the show is syndicated, so I can't tell you what time it'll be on. Syndicated comes on at different times all across the country. Wendy Willams, she's making money. Okay, but February 13th, live daytime television. Yours truly, the Gringo Mandingo, will be live hosting solo the Wendy Willams Show. Oh, fucking yeah. Oh, I'm excited. There's no nerves. I've been rocking with you guys on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast for 4.5 years. I am game ready. I'm treating it like a live podcast, but it's the live Wendy Willams Show, except for I'm not going to curse. Can't curse. They already had that conversation with me. I said, listen, I understand why you would be concerned about me cursing. And this is a fair conversation to have, especially with somebody like me. They say, oh, no, we don't want to be offensive. We have this conversation with everybody. I go, you don't have to explain yourself, okay? I am known as the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the MVP of talking trash. We all know I talk that good shit, and we all know I like to say fuck, shit, asshole, dick stain, everything. I say it all. But I will be in control of myself. February 13th, live on the Wendy Willams Show. I can't wait. I don't know who the guests are. I don't care, but I know the opening is 20 minutes of me just getting busy, talking greasy. It's going to be fantastic. I am pumped for that shit. So I'm going to New York next week, which I got to be honest, I'm excited. I'm going to see my father. You know, it's going to be a short trip, but it is brick cold. I mean, it is brick cold in New York City. And then I'm going down to Charlotte for a couple of things at the All-Star game, which may turn into a couple of more things, which may not turn into a couple of more things, because the All-Star game is a nut house, and I just don't want to get caught up in some vortex of weather and weirdness and solar vortexes and this, that, and the other like has been going on. So I just hopefully I'll travel safe. You know how we do. But I know it's not the flight from Los Angeles to New York. It's the flight from New York to Charlotte. That's the one you got to pay attention to. New York to Charlotte is when things could pop off, those short flights. New York to LA, listen, you know how I get down. I save planes. That's what I do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I saves planes and shit. Okay? But New York to Charlotte, that's when you need to keep your head on a swivel. Smaller planes, less flight crew. People are going to be gacked up heading down to Charlotte to the NBA All-Star game. That's when you got to be careful. All right, listen. We got the sick fucks of the week coming up. And before we play that music, we have reimagined, revamped, and remixed the sick fuck of the week theme song. And it's good. It's real good. If you've never listened to the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, the sick fuck of the week is an award that is earned, not given. It is an award that is earned, not given. Without further ado, Miles, Jordan, please, let's premiere the brand new, all-encompassing 2019 reimagined sick fuck of the week theme song. This is an award that is earned, not given. Earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. Sick fuck. She's really fucking sick, man. She's fucking whack. Why? Make him stop. You smell like a sick fuck. You look like a sick fuck. That ain't supposed to be on a plane, you sick fuck. What are you doing? Hey, man, leave that chicken alone. Leave the chicken alone. Well, what are you doing to the chicken? That doesn't belong in a chicken. All right, you hear the sick fuck of the week theme song, the remix, the 2019 Sick Fuck of the Week remix. You hear it first. That's the first time we are dropping it ever on the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Listen to the sweet, sweet Sick Fuck of the Week sounds. It's that time. Oh yeah. So many sick fucks, so little time. So many sick fucks, so little time. I mean, we have just been inundated by one sick fuck after another sick fuck from, of course, the Sick Fuck of the Week Whisperer, Mike Schaefer. I'm getting it from everywhere. Of course, my guy OG Paul Wall's always sending in people and different people on Twitter, Instagram. I see them all. I try to get to them all. Listen, we can only do so many sick fucks of the week without turning into sick fucks ourselves. Some of you out there, including me, might be dealing with your own personal sick fucks. Stay strong. Stay vigilant. I know that I have one that comes and goes in my life. Oh, yeah. Just when I'm not paying attention, boom. It's like a fucking firecracker blowing up right in your hand. Anybody out there that's dealing with their own personal sick fucks, although they might not be eligible for the Sick Fucks of the Week, stay strong, stay vigilant. Both guys and girls out there, I know everybody might be dealing with them. But without further ado, here is the Sick Fuck of the Week segment. The Sick Fuck of the Week is an award that is earned, not given. It goes out to a certain type of person with a certain, what do the French say? A je ne sais quoi. So let's get to it. The first guy who looks like a sick fuck, and he's a young sick fuck. He's a millennial sick fuck. He's a 19-year-old sick fuck named Daniel Bennett from Alabama. And I don't even think they have the internet down in Alabama. So somehow, some way, someone's going to have to get in touch with Daniel Bennett and let him know that he's been put on the list. But Daniel Bennett, 19-year-old sick fuck who was arrested last year. He's a two-time loser. This cocksucker was arrested last year for molesting a 20-year-old mare, a 20-year-old horse named Holly. Sorry, Polly. Shout out to the horse. No disrespect. I want to make sure you get the name. This is the victim. Polly's the victim. Need to get her name correct. A 20-year-old horse was molested by this sick fuck last year. He was arrested. Why he's out of jail, I have no idea. Okay, my mom has horses. She loves horses. This story really fucking hit home, man. This cocksucker is out in Alabama fucking horses, okay? And the other day he was picked up carrying a large rubber sex toy with some sort of tube attached to it, a taser, scissors, and a box of razor blades. The police are unclear what the fuck this guy was going to do with it, but he broke into somebody else's home. He had actually broken into several homes in the neighborhood, and he was riding his bicycle with rubber dicks, a tube attached to it, a taser, scissors, and a box of razor blades. This is a two-time sick fuck, okay? I don't know what you do with him, okay? His entire file needs to be checked. Why is he out on the streets? After having his way with that poor old 20-year-old horse, poor Polly, why is this guy free and clear? We will be staying close, keeping our eyes on this case. In St. Louis, a 43-year-old woman who looks like a fucking witch, straight up witch. She was arrested in St. Louis after she tore her husband's genitals off with her own teeth as an act of alleged infidelity. If you look at this woman, she is every single thing you think of when you think of a sick fuck. Now, by the looks of things, I can't see her teeth, but it looks like she does not have teeth, but apparently she does, and they are very, very sharp. She told the police that she had spent many hours sharpening her teeth with a nail file over the last week in order to make the castration easier. She finally put her plan to action. She told her husband they were going to have a little kinky sex. She was tying his hands and his arms and his hands and his feet to the bed as a sexual game. She went down and gave him fellatio and bit the man on his penis, teared his testicles from her body. She then left him there severely bleeding, blah, 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 blah. She was smoking drugs. You know how these stories end. It's real, it's true, and she is a sick fuck from Missouri. Golly, Christina Palmer Anderson, why? Why did you do that? I don't know if there's any sort of premeditated castration that she could be charged with. But goodness gracious, when the police got her, when the police came, she said, and I quote, and I'm not making this up, I bit his dick off. I bit his dick off. I bit his dick off. Look it up if you don't believe me. The only thing that we do fact check on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast consistently is the sick fucks of the week, because it sounds so far out, so way out there. We need to make sure we're not getting conned, hustled, and putting fake sick fucks of the week out there. Fake news, fake sick fuck of the week news. We don't want to do that. Update on a sick fuck of the week. Brianne Altis, Miss Altis, the teacher from Utah, who's actually very pretty, cute, nice. Like if you saw her like on the street, you'd be like, hey, how you doing? Her name is Brianne Altis. I guess she was known as Mrs. Altis. She was giving 2 to 30 years in prison. It was a high-profile case. We covered this. This is just a follow-up. She was having sex with 3 or 4 of her students, 16 and 17-year-old boys. I mean, she's wild. She's wild. She wasn't just fucking around with one student, and they were boy students. She was fucking around with a few of them. She is trying to defend herself, saying that that the relationship was a good thing because while she was with the boys, their grades went up. Yo, of course their grades went up. You were doing their fucking homework for them after you were fucking them, you sick fuck you. She helped improve their grades. That's what was beneficial from the relationship. I got to be honest, Brianne Altis, Miss Altis, she's cute. She showed up in my classroom. I was 17 years old, and I was, D student, and she wanted to, take me in the gym, and maybe we do a little wumpy. I wouldn't resist. This is going to probably make it to the end of the year. I have a feeling this is going to be definitely top 15, top 10 sick fuck of the year here. This is way out there, and it's a slow pitch right up the middle. This comes in from Nebraska, who also, I don't think parts of Nebraska actually have internet yet also. So these people will not be notified of being sick fucks of the week. Hopefully they'll catch it some way, somehow. Maybe there's internet in spotty parts of a library or something like that. All right, this is a family affair of sick fucks. This is way, way, way the fuck out there. Travis Fieldgrove, who's 39, and his 21-year-old daughter, Samantha Kirshner, have each been charged with 1 count of incest. The father and the daughter had sex with each other. But the whole thing started because there is a half-sister that the young lady, Samantha Kirshner, was in a contest with to see who can fuck their dad first. That was the name of the game. Who can fuck daddy first? It sounds like a really sick, twisted porn, but it's real life. It's in Nebraska, and you could look it up. For some reason, the dad, Travis Fieldgrove, in his mugshot, he's smirking. Which goes to show, yes, indeed, you are a sick fuck of the week. This is way out there. It's totally factual. It's in Nebraska. Once again, I do not know if the entire state of Nebraska has internet service yet. But this is real. This is true. Congratulations. You are now the sick fucks of the week, along with Bill fucking Cosby. Bill Cosby has been moved to general population, GP is that we call it, in the Philadelphia suburban jail that he's at. Bill Cosby is walking around the prison diagnosing people as Dr. Huxtable. This motherfucker thinks he's Cliff Huxtable, the character that he played on The Cosby Show. Yo, my man is in GP trying to give doctors recommendations on health and psychosis. He says he's legally blind. Other people are saying it's totally bullshit. But Bill Cosby's in jail. And Bill Cosby is in jail playing doctor still. Yes, still. Another follow-up on a sick fuck of the week. This guy, again, I don't see how anyone's going to beat him. You know who I'm talking about. It's the Phoenix nurse, the Arizona nurse who impregnated an incapacitated woman. She was in a vegetable-like coma for the last, I think it's 12 years. It was reported as 14 years. At one point, it was 10 years. It's now being reported as 12 years. I said, this guy has to be the sick fuck of the year, and everybody else is just vehemently, passionately fighting for second place. This sick fuck has pleaded not guilty, okay? This case is going to be something we're following till the bitter end. Hopefully it ends with this guy, the Phoenix nurse who impregnated the disabled woman. Hopefully it ends with this guy getting fucked himself in prison. That's right, getting that good old Wonder Bread bag and olive oil treatment. Maybe he'll get fucked into a vegetable state himself. That would be nice for him. More to come from that case. In Australia, mate. Hey, mate. I don't know if that's Australian accent or a British accent. I don't care. I don't like either one of them. I like the Australian accent better than the British accent. It just has a little bit more bite and character to it and a little bit more to it. Australian fisherman, congratulations. You are the sick fuck of the week. Also, he's a fisherman. He caught a shark, a baby shark while fishing. Instead of throwing it back, sharks are dinosaurs. Sharks are the last a line of sea dinosaurs. As you know, I've been watching my Netflix series and very passionately watching it, Planet Blue. It's really opening my eyes to what is going on out there in the ocean. It's a whole other world out there in the ocean. Well, this sick fuck caught the baby shark and used it as a bong. That's right. He opened up the guts, opened up the back, and used the shark as a bong. You sick fuck you. And he posted the video because that's what sick fucks do. Okay? They do the crime and then post it. Okay? He took a lot of heat. He's in the fishing community. Apparently this is like blasphemy in the fishing community. Hopefully some of those tough Australian fishermen will use him as a fucking bong somehow, some way. If you catch a baby shark, okay, and you're fishing, throw it back in. Don't smoke it, okay? Get yourself a glass pipe. Roll yourself a blunt. Don't use a fucking shark. This guy, slow pitch, sick fuck. Look him up. Joseph Luis Hilliard, Hillyard. This is in Cottonwood, Arizona. I've never heard of Cottonwood, Arizona. Okay? And just by the sound of things, it sounds like there are some suspect people out there in Cottonwood, Arizona. This sick piece of shit was arrested a few days ago during a meeting with his probation officer. He had been contacting young women online. He sent pictures of his loaf, of his pipe, of his dick, Apparently, this dumb sick fuck has a tattoo on his loaf that says, and I quote, "fun size." That's right. Well, this asshole scumbag sent a picture of his fun size loaf to a 16-year-old girl. Can't do that. Can't fucking do that. He was bagged, arrested. I am sure he will be taken well care of when he's locked down. Nobody likes sexual predators. We're going to see how that fun size tattoo works out for you in prison. You sick fuck you. Oh, man. And finally, man, in South Kakalaka, South Carolina, this dumbass, again, she did it on Facebook. People, I don't know why people do this on, you have to be so, you either have to be on drugs or just really dumb to do stuff like this. This woman who is 33 years old, she looks young herself. She looks probably like 20. She posted a video of her sleeping baby on Facebook. And she woke her sleeping baby up by throwing a bottle of water on her. The little baby woke up coughing. She said this was in retaliation of her sleeping baby waking her up. She said on the video, and I quote, "Payback for waking me up all kind of times of the night. Now you're getting locked up, dummy." Who to an infant? You threw water on your infant because your infant woke you up all kind of times of the night? Lock her up. Put her away. Caitlin Elise Hardy. Congratulations, nutcase. And there you have it. That's this week's Sick Fucks of the Week. Miles, take us out with that remix again one more time. This is an award that is earned, not given. Earned, not given. It's called the Sick Fucks of the Week. Sick She's really fucking sick, man. She's fucking whack. Why? Make him stop. You smell like a sick fuck. You look like a sick fuck. That ain't supposed to be on a plane, you sick fuck. What are you doing? Hey, man, leave that chicken alone. Leave the chicken alone. Well, what are you doing to the chicken? That doesn't belong in a chicken. All right. That's it. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm out. I told you. Told you guys. March 14th in Oxnard, California. Levity Live. Doing stand-up. March 21st, Thursday night at the Ontario Improv. The Improvisation in Ontario. Tickets are available. If you're out there, I know some of you are, come rock with me. I'll meet and greet afterwards, okay? I'll fuck with everybody afterwards. I got to drive home anyway. I'll fuck with everybody afterwards. If you're a podcast listener, I ain't fucking with just Joe Schmoes. That's it. Miles, Jordan, it's that time. I need you to take me out of here with something nice. I need you to take me out of here with something real nice, something real proper. But most of all, take me out of here with something real funky. I'm done.